If you love van life and adventure travel, then Nikki Delventhal might be one of your favorite YouTubers. This former model and cheerleader is a popular YouTuber. Nikki's story is quite inspiring. In this video, I'll tell you about her varied career, how she started traveling after quitting modeling and the Bachelor show, and how she embraced van life and made a successful career out of it. So, now let's start from the beginning. Nicole Delventhal, aka Nikki Delventhal, was born on January 5, 1989 in Fairfield, Connecticut, U.S. She grew up there. Her father, Dan Delventhal, is the founder and CEO of Mogreen LLC, and her mother is Cynthia Delventhal. Nikki has two sisters, Kayla Danielle and Shoshana Raven. Now, let's take a brief look at Nikki's education and career. After graduating from high school at 17, she decided not to continue her education further. Instead, she decided to follow her passions and explore various fields. Thanks to working since 15, Nikki has a good savings account buffer. She attended a hair school in Florida. After her schooling and in 2009, she started working as a hairstylist at Sharon Durham Color at Sally Hirschberger Salon in New York. There, she got a chance to meet Kate Hudson and her family. As working as a hairstylist was unsustainable for Nikki, she used to practice cheerleading routines at nights while working as a hairstylist, as she wanted to change her career and become a professional cheerleader. Nikki couldn't get selected into a cheerleading audition in 2009. Luckily, in 2010, she got selected as a professional cheerleader at United Football League in Hartford, Connecticut, and she quit her hairstylist job. In 2011, Nikki got selected as a flight crew cheerleader at New York Jets at Florham Park, New Jersey. She worked here until 2013. She was also a fitness instructor. As Nikki wanted to become popular, she also worked as a model. She worked as a model at Wilhelmina Models in New York from 2011 to 14 in the fitness and lifestyle division, and worked with a lot of reputable brands like Pepsi, Adidas, Tostitos, Purdue Chicken, etc. Nikki stood as a first runner-up in the 2013 Miss Connecticut USA and also got featured on the cover of the Woman's World magazine, dated February 24, 2014. While working as a model, Nikki realized that her entire career is based on her looks, and this stressed her, and she developed an eating disorder and started putting on weight. This resulted in her losing a few opportunities and receiving negative feedback from some of her clients, and she ultimately quit her modeling career. After quitting as a model, Nikki took a position and appeared on The Bachelor, American Season 19, and hoped that appearing on the show with cameras recording her life would force her to quit her eating disorder, but she couldn't overcome her eating disorder. So, she quit the show. Nikki couldn't overcome her eating disorder even after receiving inpatient and outpatient treatment and therapies. She worked as an instructor at SoulCycle in New York from 2015 to 16. Nikki started working as a program specialist and trip director at Travel for Teens, a travel agency, in 2016, and started working as a tour guide, leading teen tours, and got a chance to visit many countries like Australia and New Zealand, and realized her passion for traveling in different cultures. While working as a tour guide, Nikki stayed back for a couple of months in Australia and rented a car and started living in it, which she really enjoyed. She also hiked the east coast of Australia. Later, Nikki's job took her to many places in the U.S. and to many countries like Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Switzerland, Scotland, Paris, France, Rome, Italy, Spain, Germany, Switzerland, etc. She worked as a tour guide until 2021. Nikki returned to the U.S. in 2020 after completing her trip to Qatar, India, Sri Lanka, and Maldives, but she wasn't allowed to live in her apartment due to the fear of COVID-19. So, she decided to realize her dream of living in a vehicle and started living in her 2006 Toyota Prius. Nikki lived full-time in the car and has been a fan of this lifestyle, thanks to the simplicity, freedom, and mobility. She explored the nature of the Americas in her car, along with her dog, camper, and for power, she used a Jackery Explorer 1000 portable power station. Nikki lived in the Prius for 3 years, and in 2022, she lived in a Toyota Tacoma truck camper for a few months, and then rented a Sprinter van and lived in a Porsche for a while. Currently, she lives in a Mercedes 144 4x4 Sprinter, along with her dogs, camper, and Rodney Valentine. After a few months on the road, many people suggested Nikki to document her life on YouTube. So, she started publishing videos on her eponymous YouTube channel from August 18, 2020. Currently, Nikki has 28K subscribers on her channel, and she earns from ads, affiliate marketing, and sponsorships. She also accepts donations on Patreon, Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. Thanks to the success of her channel, Nikki has been able to fund her travel by her channel's income and savings. Now that I've finished telling you her story, enjoy a few tidbits about her. In January 2020, Nikki founded Camper Cares, a charity project that helps animals, families, and fosters in need. She prefers to travel frugally. Nikki sleeps in her vehicle at rest stops, truck stops, Walmart stores, and campgrounds, and before selecting an area for sleeping, she researches on Google about the crime rate of the area and how safe it is, and prefers sleeping in an area with round-the-clock security. And if she can't find a safe area, she drives all through the night. She loves hiking and the outdoors. So, how are you inspired by Nikki Delventhal's story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written her story on my website, which I'm linking in this video's description. And if you are interested in more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.